Hi, I'm Justin Deering, and we're going to screw a hole into that very quickly here. This is the base of a vise my dad got me for free. I'm not sure where he got it from. Over here, this is the inner part. This little, I guess you'd call it I don't know what you'd call that circle washer plate thing. But that basically allows you to rotate the, this is the part of the, this is the anvil part of the vise. And those two holes over here, this hole and that hole, screw into those two holes. So I need this down here before I screw it down. Obviously I'm using bolts. I'm not using lag bolts. I'm using regular bolts with, I'm using these bolts. I'm using 6-inch bolts. And I'm using a lock washer on top up here, a fender washer. I don't know if that's a fender or plate washer, but basically the biggest washer the hardware store guy had. I didn't go out of my way to like special order from Fastenal, and a regular hex nut for this half-inch thick 6-inch bolt to secure them into place. Most of the vise is still kind of dirty. I want to do a little more cleaning up before I put it all together finally. But I figured this morning would be a good time to do a little bit of drilling over here, okay? Now these holes are really full of rust. Really full of rust. I tried many things to clean them out. But this part, this is part of the handle that actually turns the main vise over here. As you can see, that's kind of convenient that I was able to take that apart and have one more thing to remove. But I use that. I didn't have my micrometer with me last night when I was doing this, but this is definitely thicker than half an inch. Thicker because I have this drill bit measuring plate over here. But I was able to finally force that in here, and then I have room for my half-inch drill bit. Yeah, this is a cheap Ryobi drill bit, but it is actually half an inch. I didn't have to use a spade bit. And anyway, let's go drill. Let's go turn it on. And let's not do drill in reverse. And let's put on our safety clock for safety. Okay, let's go on. That is getting hot. Okay, this butcher block is very thick. Behind this, my tripod is actually resting on a miter saw, which is using 3/8 of an inch bolt, which my father actually drilled on. And this is 2-inch butcher block. Okay, that worked great. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, yeah. So the 3/8 butcher block. Yeah, my father did the drilling for that one while I ran interference with my toddler, and that was actually pretty hard to screw on. Okay, over here I have a stopper for this for drilling to precise depth, which I didn't screw on very tight. I just kind of store it on here. That has nothing to do with this project. It was just how I stored my tools due to limited space. But anyway, that was cool. Okay. So that seems cool. A little rough down here, but I don't care. This was reclaimed secondhand butcher block. This was somebody's counter in New York City where my father is a custodian. And they wanted a newer counter, but it was perfectly good butcher block. And my father got it for me. Yeah. And I'm very thankful for that. Anyway, I have that. So drill this other piece over here. Yes, I measured and marked this out real good. I'm going to have to move the post under here slightly, in all likelihood. I drop that before I do that. Yeah, that hole is nice and clean. Oh. Forgot to do that. Forgot to do that ultimate test. I don't know why I find it really weird when I have to use a C-clamps to mount my vise. I don't know, they're just related tools. It just feels a little meta-ish. Not really. Okay, so we grab that one. Yeah, this doesn't quite fit. These two holes, this thing doesn't quite fit through. I need to clean this up some more with some sandpaper later. I tried many things to get these holes. Ooh, that is hot. We're going to let that cool down a little bit. Yeah, that drill bit is, ooh, that's hot. Super hot. Yes. Yeah, when dealing with 2-inch butcher block like this, you definitely want to try to go slow. You definitely want to try to use a plug-in drill versus a, whatever if you can, versus a battery power drill if you can. Although, I mean, the 18 volt and 20 volt drills, I mean, they'll get the job done. But I have a plug-in drill just for this. I have a DeWalt 20 volt system, which apparently are it's actually outputting 18 volts of power, but they just look different from the standard tried and tested 18 volt batteries. They're a little lighter. DeWalt, I hear, also has a 60 volt system, which if you want to spend $150 or whatever on the 60 volt batteries, and you can connect them to some of their 20 volt things apparently automatically switch down. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, they have some really high-end, powerful battery-powered tools, and you can use those batteries on your standard drills and, I guess, get a longer-lasting battery. Cool. Okay. I'm going to pick up this stopper bit over here. By the way, this one's secure, so if I want, the point of this is I want to drill to a certain particular depth. I put it over here. I measure that depth, and then I use this Allen wrench over here, Allen key over here. I forgot how thick that is. I think that was around, I want to say like 5/64 of an inch. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Just if you have a set of Allen keys, do that over here. I'm going to have to sand this out, redo this. I'm probably going to put a piece of plywood on top of this. These teeth were slightly under 5 inches on the vise over here. This is a pretty thick vise. So yeah, the limit to I could probably, but then again, the metal's not very good. I don't know what would break first at this point. my vise or this table if I were to really put it to the test. I don't have a large handle 5-pound sledgehammer. I have one pipe wrench. Yeah, I don't know how I would abuse this to the point where one or the other would break. But yeah, this is not the greatest of metal, and ideally you'd want to use a large steel plate under this. Anyway, I'm not going to tighten this down. I have to go to work and all that. It is like 6:30 in the morning. I simply wanted to get this done real quick, and I'll vacuum real quick. Keep the wife happy in here. Yeah, I just didn't have time to do this. I kind of wish I had a manual bit and brace because my daughter is very sensitive about noise of power tools. And you know, I'm very sensitive of when I use my power tools late at night or whatever. But if it took me an hour to do this late at night, when I would have spent that hour, you know, looking at, you know, whatever, dreaming about making these holes with a manual bit and brace, which is what a hand drill is called, which is what they used before, which is what woodworkers used many years ago. I don't know, I don't know how long it would take me to cut through this, but I would have gotten through it eventually. Yeah, I would have done it completely silently. Anyway, I will take this final bolt here. Now, the hardware store went I think a 3.5-inch bolt would have been good enough for this particular mounting if I was not going to add like another piece of plywood, which I plan on having another piece of plywood on top just to add a little bit more strength here. I guess this is probably going to be good for most of the stuff I'm ever going to do with this. My first application I have for this vise, I have some old brass plumbing gate valves in which I cannot get I can't get the gate valve nut off. I want to completely remove that, and I just want to completely whale on that. One of them is actually, I have two of them. One of them is soldered on for some stupid reason, but I'd like to whale on that. Anyway, so that's cool. Oh, this is the right size. I don't have my bolts with me, but that's 1/2 inch. Wrong tool for the job here, but anyway, cool. So that seems to be pretty cool over there. Then I'm going to grab my shop vac. Oh, I left that door open a little bit, didn't I? Anyway, this plate is going to come off several times. This is just sort of a test over here. I'm going to have to do some more cleaning. My vise is still full of mud. I'm told simple green will solve that problem, and I've got to get to work now. Thanks for watching, Internet.